What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Busted Balls. I'm your host, Eric Pennell. Guys, another solo podcast. I try to set up podcasts with other comedians, other humans, and they're always like, can I do it this time? Can I do it at that time? No, I got to do it now. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it all these like random times that people want me to do a podcast, and let's do it, you know? You know what I was thinking about? I seen a fat lesbian the other day, and I was wondering, you know what I was thinking? Fat lesbians benefit being fat. Because, like, the ones that want to look like a guy, because then sometimes they're just, like, big and fat, and they look like Ralphie May's cousin, you know, Susie May. It benefits them. And I never thought of it that way, because I seen a fat lesbian the other day, and I was thinking, you know, she probably looks better thinner. And but then I was thinking, well, I'm not thinking from the lesbian standpoint, of course, and it probably benefits her to look like a guy. Like if she wants to look like a guy, who knows? Maybe she wants to look real feminine, and you know, and there's a bunch of judgy people out there judging me. Right? I don't care. But I had that thought yesterday. I had that thought when I seen somebody. You know, I went to Starbucks the other day. And you could only go to the door, and then they have a table blocking the door, and then you grab your drinks right there. Dude's totally giving me an attitude, and during Corona, and he has a tip jar where I go, what is your problem, dude? You have a tip jar down, and I know they're like too cool for. When did Starbucks people start to think that they're like good, like better than you? You know, like they're like they're building like automobiles or something. You know, like they're roofers, like they're doing like real work, right? Where they're like framing a house or something. It's like you're making coffee, and I guarantee you're doing the same recipe. You know, you're not better than somebody. Like if you could do what you have to do in like 30 seconds. First of all, if somebody could do what you're doing with a Keurig, and they just got to push a coffee maker, and they just got to push a button, you're not better than nobody, bud. So I don't care if you're grabbing a Larry David scone. And, you know, I just don't know why they got the attitude, you know? Like where once they named it barista, you know, barista. How does a person that makes coffee have a fancier name than somebody that like fixes a car or something, you know? Like it's like a mechanic. You know, but how does barista sound cooler than a mechanic or something, you know, or like somebody that like, you know, I don't get it. They give them a fancy name for making coffee just to make, that's what people do. They give them fancy names to make them feel better about themselves. And that's what they do. They give them fancier, you know, I don't have any other examples, but you know what I'm talking about. Barista. I bet there's somebody listening to this going, hey, dude, it's just another name for a coffee maker in another country, another language or so. I don't care. You know what they're trying to do with that name? First of all, who comes home anyways and they say, like, I'm a barista, and then, like, people are like, whoa, okay, barista. You know, it's like, did you hear? Chad's a barista. Oh, my God. He's a barista? Cut the attitude, bud. That's all I'm saying. Long story short, that's all I'm saying. Let me get a drink of water here. Everybody's a pain in the ass now, you know? Pain in the ass people. That's what the world's turned into. We just got like a lot of pain in the ass people, you know? Years back, I dated a vegetarian. Pain in the ass. Vegetarian. That was just when, like, that was like one of the first pain in the asses was like vegetarian, right? Now there's like vegans. Like humans take pain in the ass to like the next level. It's like every generation, it's like, oh, that's the type of pain in the ass your dad was? Guess what? I'm going to be an extra pain in the ass now. Everybody always takes it to like this year. It's like now it's like vegan, and it's always like that. Could you imagine as we continue in society how much more of a pain in the ass people will be in like 30 years from now? Like how entitled everybody will be in like 30 years from now? How much complaining that they will be, and how much toxic talk that everybody will be? You know what? I feel like when people talk about toxic, I feel like they're more toxic than the actual thing they're talking about that's toxic. How about that? How about you're ruining society, bud? How about you're ruining comedy out there? You ruin how about those people are ruining everything? Everything. They've ruined everything. First of all, they've ruined business. like across the board. I mean, look at the commercials. Look at the commercials. You got girls shaving with a Bic razor with their dad, and they're like having a moment and shit like that. It's like, she's a fucking girl. She's a girl and she's shaving. Are you kidding me? That's a girl shaving. And we're like supposed to like go along with this lie bullshit. That's another thing I was thinking about. Like, if they're trying to make me, which they ain't gonna, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. They're trying to make you and me lie about things now. You just got to go with like complete lies, or you go, oh, okay, that's what we're lying about. All right, we'll do that. What are we going to be lying about 30 years from now that they make you lie? Where you're like, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. No, say it. I don't want it. Okay, this is what the lie is. Like, what is society going to be in 30 years? Huh? I don't even know. I'm putting this is on YouTube. I don't even know how many people are going to be able to see this because everywhere you look now, people are shadow banning. How are they shadow banning on YouTube? How did YouTube at one time need us, and then now they're shadow banning because if you don't say the right thing. All that corona stuff, if you weren't saying the right thing, those doctors, those Erickson doctor and the other guy, they got banned off YouTube. I mean, they ripped the video down. How is that? I don't understand that. When you're reporting information, and who knows, I get it. Sometimes it might not be 100% accurate, but is the real news 100% accurate? How many times is the real news not 100% accurate? And they don't got to redact nothing. You don't ever hear them coming on there going, oh, sorry, guys. Oh, we got it all wrong on that story we reported last Thursday. You never hear that. You never hear them. They just move with the next one. They just spit their dumb stuff, and then they just move to the next one. But then there's people getting videos taken off that are just, they're on the streets. They're giving they're speaking to dude, that Erickson doctor. Damn it, I hit the camera. That's not an earthquake or anything. Dude, that guy, he's in. He's in medicine. He's in the trenches. He's reporting the stats that he got, and then they take that off there. That just, it just tells you something that there's something not quite right. I mean, doesn't it? I mean, I don't know. When somebody takes a video off and they go, no, you can't have this video on there. Whether they're talking about COVID or they're talking about something else, why can't they have it up there? How is there a million other ignorant videos up there and you just let that go, but certain things that don't go with your agenda, you just take right off where it goes, nope, you're not going to have that. You're not going to have that video up there. I don't understand. How could that be? I don't understand that. How is that? A lot of things, you just feel like they're lying to you. And I'm not even, I don't want to say conspiracy. I've never been a conspiracy guy. Ever. I don't believe in UFOs, although I believe in aliens. I know there's something else on a planet, I would assume. It ain't just us, okay? I would assume that, but I don't believe there's UFOs flying down here. And I know there's somebody listening going, well, if you believe in aliens, you're contradicting. Get out of here. Get out of here, you moron. I'm sick of you too. I've never been a conspiracy guy, although maybe JFK. I mean, but who doesn't think JFK got shot besides Lee Harvey Oswald, or somebody else was in cahoots with Lee Harvey Oswald? Am I an idiot for a conspiracy theorist that I believe that JFK, there was something more than what they're saying? Give me a break. If you don't believe that one, get out of here. I've never been a 9/11 guy. Never been a 9/11 guy. Never been a anything else. I don't want to say certain other ones either. I don't even know much about it, and I don't want to talk about it. But dude, to think that you don't think that people are like they're trying to keep your truths out of off social media, and because there's not another side to the story. There's always different sides of the story. Always different sides of the story. And to think that they're not letting you give a certain side of the story. Don't you want deep cuts? Don't you want people to be able to watch as much information on something if they're into that, and then they can determine that does seem, that does seem like there's something up with that. They don't want that, but they're completely taking. And so what if people get fooled by things? You think, what are we going to do? Nerf the whole world? Or I know, certain companies go, we're not going to participate in that. Dude, I've always said, let people let their freak flags fly. I mean, if you want true freedom, let them let their freak flags fly and let people make the decision that that person's an idiot, that person's a racist, that person's freaking intelligent, that person's somebody like that I like to think about, that person. Let it happen. Let it happen, because by what they're doing now, it's almost like a modern way of saying, like taking an author, like somebody that would write a classic book that's not writing books, and let them go out there and inspire people. But then if you don't say what they want you to say, then they're just going to strike you down, and then they're going to label you as something. And then, I just think, and I know most people are getting known out there, and you could see most people, but I just think by the way that they're censoring and the way they're going about this, that you're not going to be connected to some of the most brilliant minds, men, women, and what other humans you want to call them out there. But I'm saying it's in the direction that we're going. I mean, it just seems like that, man. It's I was so happy to see what fucking Elon Musk did, where he wanted to open up his factory, and then the county of whatever, Alameda or whatever like that, whatever his county is out there. I guess the state said it was good for him to go, and then the county goes, no, we're going to keep it closed. Who are you? Who are you that you could tell me that you could tell Elon Musk that he can't open up his business? Are you kidding me? You can't open up his business, that he pays your state a ton of taxes, that he contributes to your state and gives you, your citizens of that county and that state plenty of jobs so they could pay for their families and send them their kids to college and buy vehicles and to pay property taxes and to pay sales taxes throughout the fucking state and the country and the world and have a good life. And then you're going to tell him he can't open up his business? Okay, that's where we're at right now. That's where we're at. Get out of here. You got to be kidding me, man. This is ridiculous. And I'm glad that he threatened him and he basically said, look, I think he's still going to take it. He blew up the internet the other day where he dropped that red pill fucking comment out there, and now everybody, Elon Musk is like, oh, Elon Musk is now a Republican. No, dude, why is it always either Democrat or Republican? Like, where it always has to be you're them or you're that, and that's all it is. It's a stupid game. I'm so sick of it, man. I'm 44 years old and I'm like sick of it, because if you say that you're like, you have little catchphrases and little trigger words that like certain people will hear on both sides of kind of thinking. And if you say one thing, then they go, oh, he's a lefty. He's a lefty. Oh, what kind of news is that? Oh, that's CNN or whatever like that. And then if you say one thing over here, they go, oh, that's Fox News, aka fake news also. Like, it's all bullshit. And as soon as they hear little trigger words, they're already checked out. That's why, like, I don't really think people are going to change. That's why I don't give a fuck, where it's just like, you know what? I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to vote the way I vote. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. And if somebody listens to my freaking podcast and they go, yeah, that's not, that's not bad thinking, or I think like that, that's fine. I'm not trying to change nobody. I'm not going to stay quiet about it. I'm not going to stay quiet about this and let citizens' rights, be trampled on and taken away. And these governors that are elected, which are basically billionaires that threw a crap load of money, and they basically are playing the freaking politic dance, that are making decisions for regular people. I hear regular people. I live in the state of, I don't even like saying the great state of Illinois, because right now it's disappointing, man. It's like these, this state has a lot of great people in it, and the politicians are, I don't know how they even get to the position that they're at. I know how they get to the position. J.B. Pritzker, the governor of this state, he's a billionaire. I think he's with the Hilton family. He's a billionaire. Of course he gets in there. He throws a crap load of money at it, and then he gets in there. Nobody ever thinks that these guys are speaking for us. The last guy, he was a Republican billionaire. Why are all the governors billionaires? Why are they always extra? Back in the day, they were millionaires. Why are they? Why is that? You never have like a regular old, oh man, this person right here is they always talk about these politicians that I could have a beer with them. None of these politicians I would ever want to have a beer with. None of these politicians I go, man, let's go smoke a little weed and go have some drinks. None of these politicians are that I feel like that. Phonies, almost every one of them. And then when you get a decent one, they don't want to run. Who the fuck would run for presidency in this country? Who would do that? Like, what decent person would want to run to be a president of this country? Who? And then if it's that, it's filthy. Politicians are filthy in this world and country. They are disgusting. Because, dude, as soon as you start running good people, they're gonna call out your mom. They're gonna call out all these past things that don't look that great when you put it down on paper, and then you kind of blow it up more than what it was, and then you try to explain it, and then next thing you know, your wife has egg on her face, your kid has shit in his mouth now, your mother and your father have a black eye, in the public eye, and so good people are just gonna go, nope, I'm not doing that, nope. I'm not doing that. I'm not running for it. And then you get stuck with these snakes, these slivering snakes.
Don't even affiliate me with that sucker shit.
Don't even. Whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm glad to see somebody like Elon Musk doing that. I'm glad to see these New Jersey gym owners open it up and saying, F you. We're opening up our gym. That Dallas lady down there. Dude, a lot of people are not living well right now. And I know people are like, we got to stay closed. We got to stay closed. You must be getting money. Your unemployment must have came in. You obviously had a savings account. You obviously, and I know you're better than everybody. You're probably a barista, you fucking idiot. And, but there's people out there that are hurting, man. There's people out there that they don't know, rent strike. Where do you think that's coming from? You think people that are doing rent strikes have fucking money? No, they're not. They don't have enough money to pay their rent. They don't have enough money to pay the other stuff. Most likely they don't have enough money to pay for food. And what are they going to do? They're going to wait. Everybody's like, oh, we're going to get another $1,200 check. Did you get that $1,200 check? I got it. It was late as hell. I got it I was the last guys towards to get it. I know there's still probably people that haven't got it, but I just got it a couple weeks ago. And that $1,200, I live in Chicago. Okay, it goes like that. Okay, if you're an adult, and I'm not overextended. I don't got a lot of, I'm not overextended up, but I probably have average adult bills. It went like this. Are you kidding me? Who do they send $1,200 to? And they go, oh my, yeah, of course. Did you order the expensive food that night? Probably, maybe. Did you pay a pricey bill that you have to pay? Maybe. But some people took that $1,200. They made a house payment, and then they go, now what? I made a rent payment. Now what? We got 2 car payments, and then we went to the grocery store. Now what? Is that what you want? Everybody wants to get on the government's tit? Is that what you want? Look how the government reacts. It's slow as shit. I love how when you go to a new job and they, you get everything signed up, you do the paperwork, you get your first paycheck within a week or two. They take your taxes like this. They take your taxes like that. It's not like you start working a job and you go, man, it's been 3 weeks and the government hasn't started taking their taxes out. No, that system runs perfectly. They take your taxes instantly, okay, as soon as you start getting paid from your job. But when you need unemployment, that takes 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 2.5, 3 months, and they're in no hurry. And there's nobody picking up the phone. Try calling unemployment in most states. Try. I dare you. I want to keep the country closed, people. Try calling unemployment. Just try to get them on the phone. Try to get past the automation. Punch 1, punch 3. Try it. And then add on stress. And what's that bringing? Everybody's worried about COVID, how it's killing old people and fat people. I get it. It sucks. It is killing old people and fat people and some healthy people. But how many people are getting depressed? How many people are getting stressed? How many marriages and relationships is it breaking up? How many? How much suicide will be coming with this whole thing? And the more you keep the country closed, how bad is it going to make the economy that will continue this whole thing as misery, for, I don't know, months, 6 months, 2 years, whatever the timeline is, how long will that last? And then what comes with that? But nobody cares about that. It's just keep it closed, because it somehow got political. That getting America back to running. And I know people are listening to this where they go, hey man, everything's getting back together. I don't know. I just talked to a comedy club owner today. I'm a comedian. I just talked to a comedy club owner today. They got to wait till phase 4 in Illinois. I think that's what they said. And you could only have 50 people in it. And they're already hurting. And that's just one business that I know. I talked to another restaurant owner, and he's all pissed off. And he's luckily remodeling his place now. He's trying to do something positive while it's down. And but he's putting money into his business, hoping that there's going to be people that have money when this thing opens up, and then they could start spending money on it. Hoping it. Because that's what happens when you're a business owner. You're putting money up on something, and you're betting on your life. A lot of people don't think of it that way. And I get it. There's some people out there that are getting unemployment. You're on daddy's tit. And I get it. You got to do it right now. Some people got to do it. But I'll tell you this. If you're that dude and that woman and that whatever that once this thing opens up and you can go back to working, you better get back to work, okay, bud? You better get off your ass and get back to work. But guess what? It's the summertime now. So I guarantee you there's people out there that go, hey, they extended me. I could get unemployment until October 29th. When's the last time I've had a summer off and they could pay me and I could stay? How many people are going to say that? Of course. They're going to say that because that's the type of programming that their fucking grandparents and their parents put into them. Or maybe they bumped into that thinking into the fucking world once they started getting out there. Where are the JFK Democrats out there? Where are they at? Ask not what your country could do for you. What happened to that? What happened to those guys, huh? I don't know. Whatever. I don't even know if people are listening to this after I rant for freaking 30 minutes on 22 minutes on freaking. But if we don't start speaking up, man, it's just getting worse. You don't start pushing. I'm a comedian, man. If you don't start pushing back on people saying, don't say that, don't do that, we're censoring your video. If you don't push back on it where you go, guess what? No, we're not putting up with that. No, I'd rather not use your product then if you're going to censor everything. Bye. I'm not, because the same people that they're censoring and people that are like the future people that are putting money into like YouTube and all the social media. Dude, they're the reason why people went to YouTube was the talent. And I get it. There's more humans being made and there's always going to be talent. But if you keep censoring it, it's going to get watered down more. It's going to get watered down more. And it's going to get watered down more. And guess what? Eventually YouTube, eventually social media, you're going to have channel 2, channel 5, channel 9, channel 13, boring type of TV and boring type of nobody wants to watch, and then the new thing will come, and guess what? They'll start it all over again because that's just the way the world is, man. Push back. Stop being a pussy. Stop it. Anyways, hey, at least UFC's back, right? I mean, I don't want to end on that, I don't want to end on that, but at least UFC's pushing back. And guess what? UFC stopped being pussies. They said, screw this. We're good. We're doing it. We're jumping out, man. We're jumping out. We're going to give you some good fights, some good entertainment, and we're going to take the lead, And I get it. They're not doing it with fans. They're not doing it, It sounds like the NBA wants to come back, man. A lot of people, I think, were saying in the NBA organization where they're going like, hey, let's call it quits for the season. And these NBA players like LeBron James and the Players Association or whoever it is, they all got together and said, no, we want to play. We want to play it out. What are you doing? So they're trying to force the hand. I say they play. Look, man, we're going to have to attack this, okay? It's just part of it. We can't this ain't 1821 where something comes through the village and we fucking button down the goddamn shutters and we just hide in our house. Okay? It's 2020. Listen, man, if it takes us out, it takes us out. We got to move forward. Okay? If we were this fucking scared, how would we have ever made it to space? What do you don't think they were scared to go into space? Outer space? Do you not think that they were scared to go in a submarine where they go, I don't know, man. There's a lot of pressure down there, a lot of water. We're going to get the air down there and stuff. I don't know. You believe Tom's designs? You did. What do you think? Do you think that's how humans have gotten forward and they've moved forward this way because we're scared? Look, man, we've had 3 months almost of like information on this. We got the smartest minds in the world on this. We got to come outside and move forward and get this thing moving. We can beat it. We are beating it. And some people are not going to beat it. It might be me. I might be the guy that you're watching this video and 2 months later when you see it, I'm dead because I got COVID or something. It is what it is. Don't say that. That's my wife. Don't say that. I'm doing a... That's why women. Stay in the house. Stay in the house. That's what it is. A lot of it is women. A lot of it is women saying, stay in the house. Stay in the house. And then all these guys that turned into women. That's what it is. There's been so much like... I guarantee you, the guys that are saying stay in the house, those ain't the guys that fucking crossed the Mississippi, okay? I don't know. We got the wagons. We got all the kids with us. How are we going to cross the Mississippi with this fucking the horses and the wagons and stuff? Let's go back. Let's go back east now. We can't cross the Mississippi. This is a great river. The same guys that are saying stay in the house, those ain't the ones that crossed the Mississippi, bud. Those type of guys, those aren't the ones that got us into outer space, I guarantee you. Those ain't the ones that, that got us into airplanes and jet planes. Those ain't the ones, man. I don't care some bullshit freaking movie you're going to watch where that's the ones. Look at them. The beta males. The scaredy cats. The scaredy cats. Let's get out of here, guys. Go outside. Support your local freaking business. Wear a mask. Wear some gloves. Wash your hands. Don't put your fucking fingers in your nose. Watch your eyes. You know? Fuck, man. Let's be smart about it. Make sure you're wiping down your goddamn doorknobs or something like that. Like, come on. Let's be intelligent about this. You know? I mean, it's not hard. And if you get it, you get it, bud. Guess what? Jump on it early. You feel like you're getting it? Fucking jump on it early, man. There's information out there how to fucking jump on it. Clearly the hospitals are empty. Anyways, guys, Bustin' Balls Podcast, Instagram, Eric Pennell Comedy on Instagram. I'm on Twitter somewhere. It's Eric J. Pennell. I don't really give a fuck. Twitter it really bothers me. It's, And I'm on YouTube, guys. And Bustin' Balls Podcast on YouTube. Thank you so much for listening. I do see the numbers going up That's one good thing about COVID is I've done a lot of podcasts. The numbers have definitely jumped up. And the average listener has jumped up also. It's not just because I'm doing more podcasts and getting more listens. It's the average podcast is getting more listens. And I do appreciate it. Guys, look, I ranted for almost 30 minutes. Look, man, if it's not your cup of tea, stop listening to me, man. This is me, and I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? This is it. Be healthy. Be safe. Let's go kick some ass, man.